Chapter 3, Maintenance Structure. 3.1, Army Maintenance Structure. The field maintenance, field level maintenance, generally characterized by on-near system maintenance, utilizing the line of the replaceable unit LRU, the component replacement, the owning unit, the using tools, low testing equipment found in the unit. The field level of maintenance is not limited to the supply, remove, replace, and actions allows the repair components and items on the near system. Field maintenance also include the adjustment and alignment services applying for the approved field level of the maintenance work order and fault with the failure to diagnose, image and assessment of the repair and recovery field level of the maintenance is always repair and return to the user, includes the maintenance actions available to be performed by the operator. 1. The crew maintenance is responsible for the using organization operator crews to perform the maintenance on its assigned equipment. The operator crews receive normal or formal training for their component. For example, normally advanced individual training of the newly equipment training on the specific task. Tasks normally consist of the inspection, the servicing, lubricating, adjusting, replacing the minor components, assembly, authorized maintenance, and allocation of the chart. Using the basic issuing items on the onboard spares to remove the place with authority of the level of the maintenance indicated with the C, the third position, the source of the maintenance, the recoverable SCMR, and A, the C appearing in the fourth position of the source maintenance and recoverability code through the rare with the indicated complete repair as possible at the crew maintenance level. Operating maintainers are system suppliers and those military occupational specialists, for example, signal, military intelligence, maneuverable units of master gunners, and receive the formal training of the proponent, normally advanced individual training, specialized functional courses, the diagnosis specific system faults, the primary focus of the system, performance integrity with the personal troubleshoots the entire system when using the specified, simplified, or an embedded diagnostic equipment to identify the isolate and trace the problem to the facility LRU. Replaceable unit. Line replaceable unit replacement utilization on the board spares, identifying with the correcting accrued deficiency. 3. The maintainer maintenance is accomplished with the component accessory assembly with the sub-assembly, the plugging in the part other than the portion of the on the system and after the removed by the trained maintainer of the CMF 9194. The remove the replacing authority level maintenance is indicated with the letter F, appearing with the third position of the SMR code. And F appearing with the fourth position of the SMR code indicates that the complete repair is possible with the field maintenance level and the return to the user and the maintenance is performed at the level. B. The maintenance sustainment level maintenance is generally characterized as an off-system component with the repair of the end item repair and return to the supply system. The exception back to the own unit is performed with the national level maintenance provided that includes the Army Maintenance Command, AMC Installation Department of Logistics Maintenance activities, and the sustainment maintenance function can be employed by any part of the integrated logistic chain. The intent of this level is to perform with the commodity oriented with the repairs on all supported items to return the national standards provided with a consistent measurable level of the reliability to execute the maintenance actions not able to be performed in the field level maintenance, sustaining maintenance support to provide with the operational forces of the Army supply system. There are exceptions to the sustainment level maintenance activities may be conducted in maintenance and return items of the using unit. The sustainment maintenance will normally be performed in industrial type of the activities operated by the Army, and it must also be performed with the contract interdepartmental interagency agreement. The sustainment of the maintenance is compromised but below the Department of the Sustainment, Department of the Sustainment. Or depot sustainment. Below the depot sustainment level maintenance, the level of the maintenance accomplished on the component of the accessory assembly, sub-assembly, plug-in the unit, other portion of generally after and removed from the system. The remove of the replace authority for the level of the maintenance is indicated with the letter H appearing in the third position of the SMR code. The H appearing in the fourth position of the SMR code, complete with the repair of the prescribed possible below the depot sustaining level maintenance and items of the return to the supply system and the maintenance and is performed with the level below the depot maintenance supply level can also be applied to the end item and the return to the supply system. D. The depot maintenance. Depot maintenance is maintenance accomplished with the end item, the component of the accessibility, a sub-assembly plug item, and either the system after it is removed, the place authority for the levels of maintenance indicated with the letter D and K or appearing in the third position of the SMR code. The depot maintenance, sustainment maintenance performed with the Department of Personnel Contract and Personnel Authorization with the Army, the AMC, or D and K appearing with the fourth position of the SMR code indicates the complete repair is possible with the depot maintenance level items returned to the supply system, exception directly to the using unit after the maintenance is performed at this level. All right. Here's a field flow maintenance chart. From the operating crew, identified the fault from the fault on the DA form 5988E. Goes through the maintenance clerk, makes an observation to the quality assurance program, fully validity, and then back through the maintenance clerk and to the operator crew. Also, the fault of validity will go to the maintenance clerk for the entering the fault date and time, the discovered parts on hand, which will then be changed to a no or yes answer. Yes going to the maintenance supervisor for the assigned task, and no going to the request of the parts and receive the parts, and from the maintenance check to the assigned task. The maintenance supervisor assigned task goes through the quality assurance control to the mechanic for the obtaining the parts, and then from the mechanic obtaining the parts goes into conducting repairs and complete repairs. From the repairs, from the complete repairs, if passes full inspection. If no, the conducting the progress inspection goes back to the mechanic on the conduct of the repairs. From the complete repairs, passing the full inspection, repair validity goes as a no between the obtaining parts. Also, repair goes to the maintenance supervisor for repair for validity, yes, and close to the maintenance clerk, and then back to the operating crew with the return DA form of the 5988E. 3.2. Support of the modification table of the organization, equipment of the organization, and the external maintenance and supply organization. Unit leaders encouraged to become familiar with the type of the supportable, obtainable with the support organization installation otherwise available to provide the support. The organization typically published with the standard operation procedure using the organization required of the services. The external standard operation procedure often best source of the information on how to obtain the maintenance services, supplies, technical expertise. Other support units will need the assistance to sustain the equipment and operational readiness rates to the required level of the maintenance of the equipment of the Army maintenance standards. The sample type of the support organization officials include the following: a unit organic maintenance capability, MTO, or supporting SSA. Maintenance augmentation required. The soldier shortfalls should be addressed through higher chain of the command and local AMC representing the Department of Logistics. For installation, supply, and local procurement support of the AMC, the Department of Logistics Agency, the Department of logistics, inter-service support agreements, documentation agreements between the organizational officials, different military services provision support of the designator provided with one service recipient organization and other services. As we continue to deploy the joint service, we continue to rely on the services and logistics support of the non-Army providers when it occurs the following Army policy of the AR 5 to 10 of the established maintain the support agreements. Organization military services figure 3.2 depicts the typical field maintenance management structure. The field supply organization change. There's three different brigades: the Armored Brigade, Combat Team, Infantry Combat Team, and the Fires Brigade. From the Armored Brigade Combat Team, the Forward Support Command goes into the headquarters and then into branches off into the Maintenance Control Section and Services section. From the Forward Support Command, you have the Maintenance Platoon that splits into four divisions. First, the Field Maintenance Section with the Ground Support Equipment Repair and the Missile Electronics Repair with the Armament Repair. Under the Infantry Brigade and Combat Team, you have the Forward Support and Headquarters Maintenance Control Section, Service Recovery Section, Field Maintenance Section. From the Forward Support Support Company, you have the Maintenance Platoon with the Armament Repair, Ground Support Repair, and also goes into Missile Electronic Repairs. From the Fires Brigade, you have the Forward Support Headquarters Maintenance Control Section, Services Recovery Section, Wheeled Vehicle Maintenance Section. From the Forward Support Company, the Maintenance Platoon, Armament Repair, Ground Support, Equipment Repair, and Communication Electronic Repairs. Field Maintenance Platoon Organization Chart. The platoon headquarters is divided into four sections: Maintenance Control Section, Recovery Section, Maintenance Service Section, and Field Maintenance Team times 5. Units using the all organic maintenance capability to perform the field maintenance to the maximum extent possible. However, when the maintenance maintenance requirements, for example, the time repaired the equipment of once the supplies are on hand, exceeds the capability of for 8 days or longer for the required the immediate repair, the deployment, the training deployment of the units may pass back the EAB units with availability. For example, the installation sustainment of the sustainment brigade or the soldier maintenance activity, the maintenance company on the installation of the EBAs, the SORs, the statement of repairs is not available for the maintenance on beyond the capability of the capacity of the back maintenance in its Department of Logistics. 3.3 Retrograde service accessible, unserviceable repair and items. All commander maintenance managers must ensure that the service success unserviceable repairable items and critical items, intensive management items, automatic return of the items, the return of the retrograde channels within the time frames to the AR 750-1. These items must be returned to the SSA within the 10 days within the change of the items, status of the access and serviceability additional and guidance for the AR 710-2, 725-50, AR 751. Commanders will establish local controls and standard authorization procedures closely monitor the perform in this area. The commanders should monitor their supplies, maintenance personnel, and using the information management reports from the the LIS, including the exchange of principal price management reports. Chapter 4 require contractors on the battlefield is refer to the ARF 715-9 for additional information. Chapter 4 for operations and procedures.